and welcome to your Big Brother recap. I'm Elena.
I'm Amanda.
And we're going to be talking about episode 1 and 2 today. This summer is the summer of temptation. The 3 temptations they're focusing on is power, alliance, and money. So, 3 months long, $500,000, and we'll go into the house guests.
The house guest we have first is Elena. She is 26 years old. She's a radio personality. And then there's Dominique. She's 30, and she's a government engineer. Matt's 33. He is a renovation consultant. Jason is 37, and he is a rodeo clown. There is a girl named Christmas, and she is 33 years old, and she is a fitness superstar. Then there's Jessica, who's 26, a VIP concierge. Cameron is 24, and he is a microbiologist. Mark is 26, personal trainer. Megan is 28, dog walker. Josh is 23, and he is a hair care sales. Cody is 32. He is a construction sales rep. Alex is 28. She is an eco-friendly marketing rep. Jillian is 24. She does timeshare sales rep. Kevin is 55, and he is a stay-at-home dad. And Ramses is 21, and he is a cosplay artist. And then there is Raven. She's 23, and she is a dance teacher.
Okay, so going into the first game, the temptation that kind of rules over this is money. All the guests sat in their little pods, and they had a button, and they said when the flower in front of them lights up, they are able to press the button, and they receive $25,000. They were warned that there is a consequence. Some of the contestants were like, maybe we shouldn't press the button, but obviously someone did, and
they always do.
Right. So Kevin pressed the button first, so he now has $25,000. The guests were told that there was a personal consequence and a house consequence to this action, and the personal consequence for Kevin is that he could not be HOH that week when the competition came up. He had to throw the competition, but he had to remain anonymous.
Yeah, nobody knew that he got it.
Right. And then the house consequence, they weren't sure what was going to happen. We were not told.
It was the best
consequence
of Big Brother. Okay, so the consequence of the house is Paul from season 18,
whoop,
the year before, is back in the house.
Hashtag your boy is back.
Yeah, I'm so excited. So Paul comes back, and he's like, I'm in the house now. And all the guests are like, what are you doing here? Like, is he here for something?
He said, I'm here to play the game.
Yeah. He's like, I'm here to play. So then Julie comes on the big screen, and she says, Paul has to go upstairs and get this box. He brings the box down, opens it up, and it's 8 friendship bracelets. So now he has to choose 8 people to be safe. And the rest of the people that do not get a bracelet, they have to compete for their safety.
Because one person had to leave. Since Paul came back, he was going to take someone else's place. So
yeah,
they were fighting for their lives.
Yeah, so Paul ends up picking Kevin, Raven, Dominique, Mark, Jason, Jessica, Ramses, and Elena. So that leaves Cody, Matt, Christmas, Megan, Cameron, Alex, Josh, and Jillian to fight for their safety.
In this competition, to compete for their safety, the leftover contestants had to stand on a trapeze and kind of like hold on to a rope. The last one standing would automatically get safety for the week. But the other 7 people would have to grab an apple from a snake person when they fell off the trapeze. So they were given kind of like hints throughout the game, like you're more likely to get a good apple if you go to, I think it was like a red snake. So there were good and bad apples. I think there was 3 bad apples, 4 good apples.
The longer you stayed on, you had a better chance.
Right, because you were getting like more hints towards what the good apples were. So out of everybody on there, Jillian was the first to fall. Megan was second. Josh was third. Cameron fell 4th. Christmas 5th. Matt 6th. And Alex fell last. So Cody was the winner of that, which means he had safety. The others, since they had already picked their apples, opened them up to see if they were good or bad apples. The people who got the bad apples were Cameron, Christmas, and Jillian. So they were all on the block this week.
The 3 that are sitting on the block, they get to decide their fate. Do they want to leave the house by a vote, or do they want to compete to stay in the house? So one by one, the 3 of them go into the room and decide what they want. Jillian decides she wants a vote. Cameron wants a competition, and Christmas decides she wants the house to vote as well. So 2-1, the house votes. So one by one, they go into the diary room and they vote for who they want to send home. Now they don't show us this first time. They usually show us, but they didn't this time. But the votes were 2 votes for Christmas, so she's safe. She has the fewest. And then the votes were 8-3, and the superfan Cameron goes home night 1. Okay, so Big Brother 19 night 2, they start off with the HOH contest. Now there are teams of 4, and each team there's 2 men and 2 women. So the teams that we have are the orange team, which is Christmas, Ramses, and Jason, and Alex. Yellow team is Kevin, Josh, Elena, and Jillian. Pink team is Dominique, Jessica, Cody, and Matt. Blue team is Raven, Megan, Mark, and Paul.
So Nicole from last season as well also came back to host this. She tells us basically how this is set up. So in stage 1, each team has to climb through these vines to the other side to get an apple to bring back, and then press the button for the next person to move along. There is a golden apple on the other side, which Nicole explains that you can get that and you will be safe this week. However, your team will be disqualified. So, dick move if you do it.
For sure.
And the only other rules are that your apple cannot fall on the way back, and you cannot fall from the vines to the underneath. I think there was like water or something.
Yeah, they're basically swinging from these vines.
Yeah,
There's
it
like
looked
a ton of them.
Yeah, very hard. So those were the only rules. So going into the game, on the yellow team, Josh was the first one up, and he grabbed the golden apple right away. And because he's like, I'm not making any friends in here yet. I just want to be safe for this week. So his team was automatically disqualified. So the other teams are working hard to get it, and Mark even like dislocates his finger in the process, but he just keeps trucking.
He was hardcore.
Yeah. Pink team was the first one to the 8 apples, and blue team was the second one to 8 apples, which was the team Mark was on. So with these two teams going into stage 2, they were told that they had to pick one person from the team to kind of win stage 2, and that person would get HOH. And the others weren't necessarily safe. They were still up for eviction, so...
Yeah, but the first HOH, nobody ever really wants. They say they do, but no, because it puts a target on you.
Yeah.
So the first HOH competition is between Paul and Cody. They both step up. Paul's like, they both agree they're going to be safe, whoever wins. So they compete, and they have to balance 7 apples on a tree. So they have this tree, and each apple weighs a different amount. And the branches, they move. So
yeah,
you
the
have
whole
to balance
tree's
it.
moving.
Yeah, the whole thing is moving. So you have to balance them and get them just right. Cody was doing really good. Paul was having a hard time. They show that, but sometimes, you know, they come back and they get it, but poor Paul. I was so bummed.
Yeah.
Cody wins HOH for this week.
And Cody's looking like a jerk, so we didn't know what exactly to expect from him because he has to put up 2 people to nominate for eviction.
He wasn't having it with anybody. Like, he didn't really want to discuss game, really. I mean,
Yeah.
people were coming in, and he's like, I just don't like it when people beg. And we're like, that's what they do. They come in, and they're like, I'll give you this week, and he's just like, no. Josh, who has safety, is having such a hard time through the first and second. This is still just the first day, right? When they have the HOH competition?
This is night 2.
Okay. So night 1 and 2, he is having like breakdowns and crying.
He's crying already.
And he's like attacking people already. And for no reason. So the kid's losing it. I can't see him staying too long. Then we go to the nomination ceremony.
Right. So Cody chooses to put up Jillian and Megan. Reasoning being, he said, Jillian, or Megan, I just don't really like you.
He's
and
just like, you don't even know her.
right. And Jillian, you're just, kind of associated with her. So that's that.
So that is your recap of night 1 and 2. Sunday will be night 3, and we find out, I do believe, who wins the POV and who might be going home. I know we have the POV for the nominations.
Mm-hmm.
They fight to stay in. I don't know if we'll be getting rid of somebody that night or not. So come back, visit us, and see who's going home.
Another thing to look forward to Sunday, we were told Monday night by Julie that there's going to be a Den of Temptation that America actually gets to choose the player to put in there. And basically the temptation is a pendant of protection. This player, if they choose it, they are protected the next 3 evictions. But there is a consequence with it that we do not know yet, so...
It's usually pretty bad.
Yeah, it's... I don't
Except
know,
for
I
Paul.
wouldn't take
Paul
it.
was such a good...
We're excited about
Yes.
Paul being back, though, so hopefully he makes it far.
We hope you like this video. It's kind of rough. We're trying to get into the swing of Big Brother, so hopefully our videos will, get a little juicier. So come back. Watch us. Subscribe. Like us. Please.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.